and that offense, they've been clicking on all cylinders up to this point. So we'll see how that pans out, of course, against the Bills. And speaking against Buffalo here, Josh Allen, he's taking that next step. And I think got the monkey off his back when it came to the Patriots here. We saw that last week. What do you think his strength is heading into this one?
Oh, I think it's pretty easy. I mean, he's got a cannon, but he's a dual threat. Like, he runs the football as good as anybody in the league that's not named Lamar Jackson. Like, Lamar Jackson's otherworldly, but if Lamar Jackson didn't exist, we would be talking about Josh Allen. Like, who is this guy running the football? He's such a weapon in the red zone, on 3rd and short, on 4th and short, and the Bills are not afraid to use him because he's so big. He's durable. I mean, the guy's a monster. He's 6'5", 250 pounds. When he runs the ball, typically linebackers are looking to tee off on quarterbacks. I think linebackers, when they see Josh Allen running, they're thinking, man, I just better make sure I get him down, not if I can punish him. He is one of the better weapons in the NFL because the combination of what he can do with his arm and what he can do when he tucks it and runs it. And it makes it so confusing on the secondary because they're trying to, wait, what do I do? Do I come up and stop the run? And the minute they do that, he hits you over the top. And when he's back there scrambling around, they're dropping deep. He notices it. He takes off with his legs and he kills you with them.
I thought you were going to say his strength was playing in the cold weather because I think he got over that hurdle there like we saw last week. What about his weakness here?
So he's a little bit erratic at times. It was hard to find a weakness, but there has been a consistency issue, and you saw him, early in his career struggle with the completion percentage, but he solved that problem. But sometimes he's so long and he's big and he runs and the ball just kind of flies on him. So you see some flyers there. And if you fly it over a guy over the middle, a tight end or a crossing route, that can get you in trouble with an interception over the back end, secondary, tip ball or something like that. So just a little bit erratic, and it's part of, what makes him special is because he does take chances at times, but I'd like to see him kind of control that somewhat in what could be a high-scoring game there at Arrowhead Stadium.
All right, what about your prop here? It seems like you're liking his arm and his mobility. Are we going that direction for the player prop?
Yeah, I'm going with the rushing total. Now, for a quarterback to have a rushing total of 51.5, it's like, oh, whoa, that's a pretty big number. But if you look at the way Josh Allen has played in games that matter down the stretch when they were trying to win the AFC East and they're trying to win the division, and then last week in the playoff game against the Patriots, he has not hesitated to run the football. The Bills have not hesitated to call running plays. So I think he's going to go over this one. When the game's on the line, when you need situations matter, he can tuck it and run it. You can get a 20-yard pop here or there. You get 2 of those. You're right close. He is a weapon running the football. He's the second leading rusher on the team. I think he goes over the 51.5 yards rushing.
All right, I'll take that too. Allen has the legs. We've seen it this entire season and before that, dialing up into this weekend here. Danny Kanell, as always, my friend, appreciate you tapping in, giving us those strengths and weaknesses and those props that we do love heading into the divisional round. Taking a look at DK's recap here when we come to those picks. TB12, no love when it comes to the rushing yards. Expecting him to go under that 1.5 here. Matthew Stafford, look, turnovers have been a problem leading up to this point. Taking the over of the half interceptions, and Patrick Mahomes the under. Not expecting him to go off there against the Bills, and Josh Allen the over when it comes to those rushing yards of 49.5. Don't forget, of course, you got Saturday, but Sunday, Bills at Chiefs. That one will be on CBS at 6:30. These two, of course, met early in the season. The Bills got that one, but as I mentioned before, the Chiefs are a different team, looking more like the contender we saw in the past. Catch that on CBS and also streaming on Paramount+.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.